Yesterday was my meal prep day, and if you saw that, you saw that I had a little bit of salmon left over that wasn't a part of anything else. So what I'm going to do today is have two recipes that you can do with leftovers, right? One of it is going to be, I think it's called Hollandaise sauce, and I'm going to put it over the salmon and then use the egg whites because you have to separate it to make that sauce. And the next one is going to be a salmon spread with cream cheese and I think some peppers. If you do want to see the entire meal plan that I'm doing for this week, I already have my chia seed pudding in the morning, but today, right now, it's about breakfast, and a little bit later, I'm going to make the salmon spread as a little snack before my main meal. Welcome to Keto is the Worst, where I believe that if done properly, a low-carb lifestyle is not only healthy, but it is sustainable long-term and not at all restrictive. So I'm going to make the Benedict now. Ooh, is it a Benedict? I'm going to make the Hollandaise now. And a little bit later, I'm going to come back and make the salmon spread. So let's get started. This is just for me, so I'm going to use only 2 eggs. And all the recipe is pretty much free form. I kind of know what I want in my head and the measurements. Because a little note is that there are a lot of sauces that are very rich, like it might be very rich in butter or a lot of cheese, but this is everyday cooking. So sometimes you can just bring that back into normal levels. So usually I would have like eggs. For breakfast it will be eggs with cheese and like bacon, but since this is a sockeye salmon that was left over that doesn't have much fat, I'm not gonna put a cheese on it, and it's gonna be 1 less egg than I usually have. I might be able to get away with a little bit more butter, but for the most part, whenever I do make things that are just everyday, snack here, snack there, I try not to go too high fat. So I was already started. Let me continue getting the stuff in. You need a pot and a bowl. I set about 1 inch of water. Just get that to a simmer, and then I need a bowl that does not touch the bottom of that. We're gonna use that for the egg whites, and now let's separate. I'm gonna need 2 more bowls. Where did I put them? I don't need 2 more bowls. This is one of the bowls. All right, this is for the egg yolk, and what matters, because usually when I separate this, and I might mess up, if I'm doing something that I need the egg whites clean, then I will do it over here, right, the egg yolks, and then if I mess up, then I don't mess up the other egg whites. But here I need the yolks clean, so then I'm gonna break it over here. I think that makes sense. And just back and forth with this. Okay, so that's 1. Ooh. Okay, so 2. So we need a whisk. That's not where my whisk is. I just saw you. Like, I just did this. Why are you lying to me? There you go. Okay. So, put this together. Of course, you can just have salmon and eggs and make a little omelet, but I don't think you're gonna look for YouTube to find a recipe that's that simple, right? So we're gonna do this, which I've never done before. I'm keeping the egg whites because I'm gonna do a little egg white omelet. This is about 1/2 stick, and I'm going to use the entire 1/2 stick. I wanna melt it a little bit. Ooh, that's true, because you don't want this to be hot. You don't want the eggs to cook. So I'm just gonna cube it, because it's gonna get heated when this starts simmering. See, I guess you can see me as I'm actually thinking about these things as I do it. I don't really know what I'm doing sometimes. I just try things, So half now, half later. I'm gonna use the smaller half for now. Half, a little less than half. And take off the skin. But I have a little surprise for the skin later. I'm gonna see if it works the way it worked into working in my head. So we're going to save the skin. And then this over there. And all we wanna do here is roughly break this up And just a note on this is sockeye salmon. This is why it might not look normal. Every time I cook sockeye, it looks very different than when I cook Atlantic, so that's why. Okay, so now we just continuously mix until we're bored. Hopefully it is getting hot because I don't want to do this forever. I should have gotten the lemon juice ready. Lemon juice and salt needs to go in here. I'm actually just gonna whisk and get it on my way over here, just so we're not leaving this alone. So we're gonna do, say that's about half a teaspoon. See, that's looking better. I think this is how you want it. Okay, so let me get the salt and some garlic powder. Okay. And I think that's it for this part. And now I'm going to put a couple sticks of butter at a time and keep whisking. Feel, let it melt. We'll see. I personally don't think I need to put the entire stick of butter. Maybe I'll save that. At a certain point you have to try this. Problem with doing something, you've never tried it before, but you also have never tried it before. So I don't even know how it's supposed to taste. I mean, it's good, but is it right? Does it need something? Does it need like spice or pepper or some kick to it? I don't know. I'm not gonna use the whole half stick of butter. That's probably this thick, and I don't like that much butter. So this turned out to be a quarter stick of butter. I think I'm good here. So I'm gonna put you to the side and start on the omelet. So I'm gonna use couple of these sticks of butter that I did not use and melt that in there. Don't tell anybody I did this, but I am going to add a little heavy cream to this. There are no rules. You can do whatever you want. And then I am going to add a few spices. I'm going to add a couple red pepper flakes. A little bit more of the salt that doesn't want to cooperate. Some chives. And I think that's it. My butter's there, so I am going to add in my salmon. Just reheat a little bit. Okay. Then these are 2 egg whites. Just scramble the egg whites in here. Make it look messy. For this one, I'm using regular garlic salt. Put that on top. Okay, people, let's plate this and have breakfast. And I'm just gonna finish this off with some Gruyere. Now it's time to try this. Okay, so I had a little speech prepared before, but when you mix it with everything else, it's actually pretty good. This by itself is a little too strong. I don't know if it's the lemon. I don't know if it's maybe because I bought a new salt, so maybe I don't know like the strength of it because it is a new brand. And sometimes it can taste different, sea salt, when it's like different brands and different sizes. So I was gonna say to make a few changes, or I was gonna link off to the video of somebody else doing this that I got the recipe from, or at least I looked at before doing this video. But when I do this with the salmon and egg white, right, it works together. This is why I do this on this channel, is because I want to get these things right so I can expand my arsenal. And sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you get it just wrong or just right, and you try again. But yeah, I'm still going to eat it. This is going to be my breakfast, and a little bit later I'm coming back for the salmon spread, which I believe I'm not going to get wrong. Well, what can you do, right? Okay, so we peel this off. Now, the surprise that I wanted to show you guys earlier was that to use as a chip, we are actually going to use, we want to see how this comes out. If this crisps up, then we're good. If not, then something like celery or, oh, you're way off camera. Something like celery, but I hate celery, so that's not an option for me. What else? A fork. And there are some keto crackers, but I haven't gotten into that yet. Probably in a few months. And I have some low carb wraps over there. And the other thing is, what is that other thing? There you go, a pepper. My bad, guys. So, I'm gonna do that because I don't want to use the oven for just this one thing. 2 to 3 ounces of cream cheese. This is an 8-ounce block. Let me put this in here. And break it up a little bit. I didn't think this through. I should have softened the cream cheese first and then do that. I did not though, so this is about, okay, so that's what that is. Sometimes I just like to kind of even, I mean, that looks even to me a little bit, but we're not doing that here, we're doing that here. And we're gonna soften this up 30 to 40 seconds. Hopefully that's working out. I'm gonna get the pepper. Which one do you want, orange or yellow? I heard someone say orange, so I'm gonna do. Oh my god. Got people talking in my head. Okay. So, some in here. We need. Sorry. We're just trying to kind of want the stem to stay in there. Oh, that was almost my finger. So, right, little boat. And then I am only going to use about that much, not too much. See, I would prefer having this to be jalapenos, but my shopping day was like 2 weeks ago. I had no idea I was gonna be doing this, so I didn't prepare for that. And jalapenos is not a part of my regular shopping list, so we're just gonna go with this. Okay. That goes in there. Cream cheese in. And now we stir. Okay, so now let's season this. A little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic powder, some pepper. Oh my God. So is this over? Like, do we quit? Do we just call it a day? Because what the shit just happened? Okay, so was I paying attention? I don't know what to do right now. I have salmon there. That is pure pepper. Oh my, I don't know what to do. Like, ah! Okay, let's just keep going. And you're gonna get the idea of what this is, and you're not gonna make that mistake, right? So just keep going. What are we doing? From here on out, I really don't care. Smoked paprika. Because we're not using smoked salmon, let's try to get some smoked flavor in here. Some dill and some chives. I wanted to put cayenne pepper in here. I'm not doing that anymore. Oh, bro. What is it, dill? I don't. Have you ever been flustered? Okay. So that is that. Look, I got a lot of it out, so it's not terrible, guys. You know my version is very peppery. Make sure yours is not that peppery, but. And it goes into a, I can't do and it goes into a pepper. So, put in some of this mixture in here. Right, and then I want to top it with some cheese. I have Munster, I do not have cheddar, so we're going to use that. Is there a clean section of this board? It's not a lot, it's just to top it, right? And just very thin slices, and I just want to put it like on top this way. Can you see this? All right. I think you can. And then this is going to go in there. Bro, do you ever feel sometimes that you should just quit? Because you hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's ticking. But you know that this is supposed to go into the wall. Okay, we're gonna let that go. You wanna see how long it takes, and we'll be back soon, hopefully, with no more mistakes in today's video. It's been about 8-9 minutes. We're gonna take this out. It looks about ready, and we're gonna finish off today strong. Nope, we're not doing that. I'm gonna put that in there. And then this is crispy, you see? And now this is our chip. And it's very crispy, if you can hear that. Look. You can hear it? crispy. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's like pork rinds with salmon skin. So what we're going to do is, I feel like this has no integrity. Put this here, and you hear that, right? A perfect chip. It did not come out crazy peppery. Look in here, it did not come out as if you dropped the entire thing of pepper inside your dip.
Thanks. Put into this. See that? See that? And it's still really good, guys. It's like, good thing we kept going because it really didn't make too much of a difference. Maybe I've been putting too little pepper in my recipes. What do you think about that? So, what do you guys think? This can be a part of your meal prep. You can do this as a side, as a dip, as an appetizer, a little snack. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through the whole way with me on this one. And if you are interested in learning more about how a low-carb lifestyle can work for you and your long-term weight loss and fitness goals, consider subscribing or checking me out on my Instagram or checking out my website at ketostheworst.com. And I think we're gonna end there, right? Okay, see you next time.